Broken Hearts and Noses? Yeah, that's a title that sets everything up for this film. This video is the lowest rated movies that the Coen brothers writ. This movie was directed by Sam. The guy is running like a mental patient, and I guess that's fine. It works for the tone of this film. And Sam Raimi did some clever stuff with this scene. Like, how do we make this appear to have a cartoon smoke effect? That is a really good note to have, and it makes the scene more intense and more funny. Wee Burley was 40 when he was in this movie, and in this scene, we get the true tone of this movie, pointing out that this guy is dumb. But when they do dialogue scenes, it doesn't work as well as the visual scenes. Like the cartoon effect when his tie blows when he sees the pretty woman. And the writer also goes into great detail in a comical way about what he wants to do with this woman later. And this movie does everything it can with the lighting and the budget they are probably given, so it's fine. I guess it's a good noir film. Roy James does a good psychopathic character in this film, but I'll talk more about his dialogue later. The lighting in this scene is really great. The way they show him becoming crazier as he's electrocuting this guy is great. Lighting they use in this scene looks like a comic book, and the goofy stuff here is more sad what's going to go on in this scene later. Sometimes they do stylize lighting right, but they have scenes where Edward War Pressman is just playing around with his character, like acting like he's talking to somebody, but there's nobody there. I guess it's comical, but it's really just something they still have cut out. Look, this nervous guy is doing a fine performance, and his attentions don't seem bad, so it's a good way to set up the character in a funny way. And they set up that the good is like him enough before they cut to the criminals. And this is stylized and over top screwball goofiness. I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. Huh, huh, that took a lot of energy out of me. Is this nice guy gonna be like this for the entire movie, talking too much? He's going to be more intense later. The style is insane. This scene really prepares us for the cartoonist tone and the way this character is going to be later. I guess they do an auction scene joke, and that's fine. It's just the style of the tone, and it's a good lead into the dance sequence that is a lot of fun over our top, like an homage to 50 movies and maybe homage to comic books. I'm gonna do some moves on this woman. I don't care if you call me Big Chungus. And everything in this scene, they do everything they can to make it cartoony, and the directing with the moving camera angles and the way they make the room longer in some shots, it looks like, is way well done and is way well filmed. I have no idea how they did this effect. Maybe it was a stage with a string, but it's really cartoony and great. No bright side, no bright side. I guess this is a good way to show that she doesn't like the guy anymore in a simple or cartoon way. Here, this scene is set in the 1950s based on what the policemen say and based on the style of the film, and the little kid does a good job at paying homage to that time period. But this is the one dialogue scene I thought was bothersome. I guess they let the actor improv a bit and explain this guy's character to make him feel down on himself. The lower budget look in that scene, they're gonna make up for it later in the ending driving scene. And the moving camera definitely shows that they use all their budget on this part film, and the way the set is super big, and I also like that model shot that they did. What, they get married at the end? So that's Crimewave. This is a great cartoonist movie. I mean, some parts look lower budget than other parts, but it's probably because of the time the studio said they needed. But Sam Raimi still did a great job at making it stylized where it needed to be for you to make the scene over top and work. And sometimes the Yiki character is a bit too obvious, but I think that was in line with the comic tone. And I think they wanted to have a darker ending, like have them not get married and have that guy die. And maybe there's like something cut out, but I think the marriage still works with the tone of the film and is definitely something that you can walk away feeling good from with the cartoonist tone and the happy ending, and you're going to like the style when you keep watching it in other scenes. At least the climax is better than the uh big office talking scenes. So overall, I think this film works. There's funny stuff in the low budget scene, and there's great, more cartoony effects stuff that's also funny in the ending car crash scene. By and it's a lot of fun to watch and guess how Sam Raimi did these effects. So if you're into that, this film is also good. Bye.